so we had the weekend, beautiful weekend, great anniversary trip, couldn't have been better. Make a sweet profile picture, look at us and how happy we are, our life is great. I thought my life was great. I thought everything was fine. We had some issues last year because he's an idiot, was not infidelity. He's just stupid because he's a man!
The next day.
This is my life. And I never, in a million years, would have thought that this would blow up the way it did. Clearly it's striking a chord with women everywhere.
All right, guys, so I have an absolutely amazing story for you guys today that is about a woman on TikTok who has found out the hard way that you don't share all of your personal information and business online in regards to what goes on between you and your family, in this case, her and her husband, that she went online and accused of cheating on her, okay? She is going to go through this whole story about why she thinks her husband is cheating on her, and she's having this little gal pal rally with a bunch of, other online feminists and crazy women about her husband cheating, okay? And it's going viral. However, she did not expect for these crazy people, right, that are watching her videos, these women that are listening to her story, to actually act on some of the accusations that she was making in her story, and it has backfired on her epically. And I want to talk about this because, again, I think this situation is absolutely hilarious, and it is a lesson. Hopefully it's a lesson to people about sharing their personal information and what goes on in their household, their relationships online. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll those clips. They're kind of long, but I'm gonna try to condense them as much as I can so you guys get the gist of what she's saying and the accusations that she's making, and then we're gonna go from there. But before we get into it, we have to have a word from the sponsor of this video, Noble Gold. The second and third largest bank runs in history happened this week. This means that the government is going to take steps to guarantee all deposits. This means more money printed from the government. Thousands have approached Noble Gold Investments to secure their wealth with gold. Gold is the most stable asset outside of government control. Hurry and go to noblegoldinvestments.com to secure your wealth and get a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin if you qualify. noblegoldinvestments.com, noblegoldinvestments.com. But remember, there's always a risk of investment and there's no guarantee of any kind.
So we had a work convention in Vegas, some kind of construction convention. I'll look into it. This is happening to me right now. I don't have all the deets. I will get them though. I'm a Virgo. You better believe I'm gonna get every shred of evidence I can. Okay, babes? Okay, don't worry about that. I've got it. So, sorry. I'm trying to make this as fast as possible because there's so much. Okay, so we had the weekend, beautiful weekend, great anniversary trip, couldn't have been better. Make a sweet profile picture, look at us and how happy we are, our life is great. I thought my life was great. I thought everything was fine. We had some issues last year because he's an idiot, was not infidelity. He's just stupid because he's a man! So, had the great weekend, he stayed for work. Apparently on Thursday night, he went to dinner. He went back to Vanderpump Cocktail Gardens with his work people. It was a work event. And then I guess they all decided to go to the strip club. I have nothing against strip clubs. I have something against going to a strip club alone in Vegas while hiding it from your wife. So, he's at the strip club. He says that his coworkers left. And what did this man say to me? I wasn't ready to leave. Listen, can a bitch be flustered? I get it. It took me a while to get to the point, and then I didn't get to the point. So, he's at the strip club by himself because he chose to be. Because he said he didn't want to leave. He wasn't ready to leave. And I was like, well, why'd you stay there? I wanted someone to talk to. You don't talk to anybody anywhere. There's literal hundreds of casinos up and down the strip full of elderly people who would love to have a conversation with anyone because their kids don't talk to them anymore. Once he was alone, he got approached. He got led back to a VIP area, and then that's where he claims he was drugged. And then he claims he doesn't remember anything. He says he lost 5 hours in the strip club, ladies and gentlemen. 5 hours. But then he came to and was just fine and was able to leave, even though he was drugged. Weird, right? And he's also extremely, extremely confident that nothing happened. No. But see, the whole thing was suspicious because when he came to tell me about this on Sunday morning, after I picked him up from the airport Saturday night, he had all that time. Why, I oughta. So he tells me this. He prefaces his story by saying, "Oh, I want to tell you this, but I know you're going to get mad." First of all, suspicious. You chose to stay there alone. You got led to a VIP area and you got drugged and don't remember, but you say you are positive that nothing happened. Bullshit. So when I looked at this man, I said, you need to go to urgent care now and get a blood panel and check for every kind of drug, because if you were drugged, we need to know what's in your system and we're going after these people. And basically now what he's doing is anytime I try to question him, he gets mad and tells me I have no compassion, because how dare I question him when he was drugged? So that's his way of trying to skirt around everything. So he's claiming nothing happened, but he doesn't remember anything. He was drugged. How dare I question him? How dare I be mad? And he's turning it back on me, telling me I have no compassion, I'm psychotic, our divorce is gonna be epic. He said the most out-of-pocket shit to me. An innocent man doesn't act that way. They just don't. If you're innocent and your wife is throwing your clothes off the balcony because she thinks you cheated, you're gonna go, oh, well, let me let her get this out and then I'll prove that I didn't. No. And more happened, and I can't get into it because the police may or may not have been called and showed up at my house. It gets way more involved in this than this, everybody. But just know, and he's an Aquarius for you people asking. Okay, my dad that abandoned me, my first husband, and now my second husband. All Aquarius. What did I do wrong to deserve this? Stop it. Get it together.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Again, I have a lot to comment on there, but first, let me go ahead and play some video here on where things start to backfire for this woman, because her new fan base of women that she vents to were taking this just as seriously as she was.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Holy shit. I did not in a million years think that when I rage posted that video this morning that it would be seen over 5 million times. And I guess I need to clear a few things up. First of all, y'all are ruthless. You found the dude on Facebook and started commenting on his shit. He texted me and he was like, who are all these people commenting on my Facebook that I'm a cheater? And I was like, oh. I don't know who they are. And then he deleted his Facebook.
Yeah, so as you can see there, the feminist mob does what the feminist mob does, and they act, right? They started to go after this woman's husband, and let's just say this woman did not necessarily anticipate the mob going after her husband in ways that would negatively affect her, as now they're basically trying to get her husband canceled from his job, right? They're trying to get him fired from his job and ruin his life, which in turn hurts her because she's reliant on her husband's income. Take a look.
Holy shit. Hi, everyone. I want to start by saying thank you for all of the love and support and the feminine rage. I'm angry and you're angry for me, and I get it because I'm in this too, but please, my life has been torn upside down. We are a one-income household. I'm a stay-at-home mom. please don't threaten, and please don't try to call my husband's place of work. You're just going to get me worse. This is my life. And I never in a million years would have thought that this would blow up the way it did. Clearly it's striking a chord with women everywhere. And I talked to my husband today. I talked to him, and he said to leave it all up. He said to leave it all up. So I'm leaving it. He knows it's there. He is ashamed. Nothing is getting solved. I'm shaking. Nothing is getting solved today. Nothing's getting solved tomorrow. I have children. I know we're angry. I'm so angry. I'm so angry at him, but please, guys, there are other ways to support me. And cutting off my financial stability is not it. I beg of you, please.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Talk about a backfire right there. I have so much to say about this. Okay, first and foremost, obvious lesson. You shouldn't post your family's business or whatever disputes you have with your husband or your spouse online. Period. Right? I think that is the number one takeaway here. Okay, if you got some issues with your family, maybe, just maybe, it's important to keep those things private, right? They're private for a reason. You should not be out here posting stuff on social media. But again, social media is a drug, right? TikTok is probably one of the most poisonous drugs, okay? It's instant fame, instant virality, and people don't know what to do with it, right? They think it's a good thing until it's not a good thing, right? You are a mother with kids, and you're trying to expose your husband online. You didn't think that would backfire in some way, especially considering how you are dependent on him for income, okay? You're dependent on him to feed you and your kids. And your beef with him, your emotional rage, okay, your craziness, led you to make decisions that ultimately could cost you and your family, right? I'm just saying, again, wow, this is just, it's an incredible story. It really is. Now, there's a whole lot of red flags here with this woman, right? I don't know if this man is cheating or not, but from what I'm gathering here, right, again, I don't condone cheating, but I guess what I'm saying is that in this case right here, this seems to be a man that's in an unhappy relationship, right? He has a woman who clearly has some issues going on, okay? She clearly has some emotional stability problems, right? I mean, I kind of knew that was the case when I saw the tattoo on the wrist, right? Which is a huge red flag, right? Tattoos on the wrist, on the hands, okay, on places that are visible, that can't be covered up. When women get tattoos in those places, that is a huge red flag. This person is emotionally unstable, right? It never fails, okay? Trust me, I know, okay? It never fails, right? And this woman, of course, you know, is emotionally unstable, okay? She thinks her husband's cheating because he went to a strip club, which, again, who knows? He could be, right? He went to a strip club. You know, I mean, I don't know what really happens in strip clubs because I don't frequent strip clubs like that, but who knows? Or he could be trying to relieve some stress because he knows that when he goes back home, he has to deal with a crazy wife, right? A crazy wife, okay? He probably is not happy with his situation. He's like, all right, I'm going to go to a strip club. You know, I'm going to basically not think about any of this. I'm going to, you know, just have fun or whatever, right? I need somebody to talk to. Again, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I understand it, right? I get it looking at what his situation is like at home, right? What he has to come back to and deal with, okay? He's a working man. He is taking care of the household. He's doing what he's supposed to do, you know, financially. And you got to deal with this, right? This craziness, right? On a day-to-day basis. Again, this is what she put on the internet. Imagine what he's dealing with at the house, okay? She wants his man to get drug tested. She wants all this other stuff. Like, again, she's so crazy that she posted online. Low-key, I get it, right? Again, I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's right. But low-key, I understand it, okay? Because this woman is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She already tell you, hey, you know, I'm into space weather, right? That's another red flag. Into space weather, too much internet stuff. You know, she claims her father, she had issues with her father. She had a marriage prior. She had a first marriage that didn't work out. And then a second marriage seems to not be working out as well too, right? So you got 3 men that have rejected you, including your own father. Again, clear red flags that you are cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. Clear red flags that maybe you have the problem. You have the issue. Again, not condoning cheating, not saying it's right, but I'm just saying, in a situation like that, when you're dealing with that type of craziness, I get it, right? I get it. I understand why a man would be like, man, I got to step out, right? And at the very least, try to relieve some stress, okay? But again, this is why you just don't put your business out there online like that. Right? And now I think this guy is probably being smart about it, and he told her to leave it up, don't delete it, don't take it down, don't do any of that stuff, because he's probably going to use it in the divorce proceedings, right? It seems to me they've already been talking about getting divorced, like, you know, this is not going to work or whatever, right? And he's probably, again, looking at this saying, hey, this is all the more evidence and proof that I need. This woman is cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. She's insane, right? But again, you know, this is just not smart. It's not smart. You depend on your husband financially. It was probably not a good idea to turn the feminist mob against them because they ruin lives, right? They come for the throat. They don't give a damn, okay? They was going to ruin this man, okay? Again, should have thought about all that before you went online and start posting this stuff. Now you screwed yourself, right? Congratulations. You played yourself. Absolutely amazing story, right? Absolutely amazing. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.